What's up, Odooers, and welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be exploring certifications. In Odoo, we can create internal certifications awarded or earned after passing an exam configured in our database. We can also keep track of external certifications awarded through classes or training programs. Here at Stealthy Wood, it's important to keep certifications current, especially for those required for job positions. For example, all managers in our factory must get OSHA safety training and renew it every 4 years. But enough talk, let's see how this works in Odoo. Here in Odoo, we can view certifications two different ways, on the employee record and on the certifications dashboard. Now, when I click on Audrey Peterson's employee card and scroll to the bottom, I can see that she's earned two different certifications, one external and one internal. I can see that she earned a 10-hour OSHA training certification outside of the company and has also passed our safety and equipment operation exam, which is an internal certification. I can add additional certifications by clicking either of the add buttons for these two types of certifications, but let's see how we can add certifications another way. To view all certifications in the company, all we have to do is click on reporting at the top and then select certifications. And once we're here, I'm presented with all certifications for every employee organized by employee. This view shows me the employee, the name of the certification, when the certification was earned, when the certification expires, and the specific internal certification if there is one. The colors represent the status of the certification. Black, for example, indicates that it's current. Orange indicates that it's going to expire within the next 90 days. And red means that the certification has already expired. This report does not scroll indefinitely. I need to click to the subsequent pages to view more information here on the upper right. And since there are multiple pages of information, this view can be a little hard to see. That's why I like to view this information a few different ways. If I want to know who needs to redo any certifications, I can click on this down arrow here in the search bar and filter by expired. From here, I can see that Doris needs to retake her safety and equipment operation training, and Mitchell needs to renew his Lean Six Sigma certification. Another way I like to view this information is to group this certification by certification. None here at the top means that all of these are external certifications. These employees took a course outside of the company to earn these. The two below are internal certifications, which these employees earned through custom exams created with the Surveys app. Additionally, I can set a group by expiration status under the Add Group column, just like so. Now I can more easily see the results, expand any group I'd like to look into, and I want to see who needs to redo their certification so we can expand on the expiring sections. Our company has also recently decided to start a program where if you are certified to perform first aid and CPR, you're given an extra vacation day of each year that you're certified. This training is done through the Red Cross, and I have a list of employees who have completed their training. To add this certification, all we have to do is click New in the upper left-hand corner, and a blank certification form loads. We'll first enter a title, which will be First Aid and CPR Training. Next, I'll select which employee this applies to, and we're going to start with Abigail Peterson. Then we'll enter the validity dates, and she was certified on November 8th, so we'll add that as the start date. And the certification lasts for a year. So for the second date, we're going to add November 8th of 2025. Next, I'll select the type of certification, and for this case, we're going to use external certification. Because even though the Red Cross came and gave the training on site, it wasn't a training that we created ourselves. If it was, I would select internal certification. Now for the display type directly below, this is important, I must select certification instead of classic for this to appear on the employee certification report. Because this wasn't on-site training through a third party, I'm going to leave the certification field here blank. If this was a certification that was passing an internal exam, such as one of these, I'd go ahead and select it, but this doesn't apply. The blank notes field directly below is where I can enter any details I want to log. In this case, I'll enter on-site training with the Red Cross. And that's it. When I go back to the report using the breadcrumbs and remove all of the filters in the search bar, I'm able to see Abigail's new first aid and CPR training. Okay, but a lot of employees took this training. So it's not possible to add multiple employees to the same record, but to make things easier, I can do the following. If I tick the checkbox next to Abigail's certification, click the Actions button, and then select Duplicate. Since this training was all done the same day and all the information is identical, I just need to change the employee. And if we select this and change the employee to, let's say, Anita, now when I go back, I can see certifications have applied to both. Now we can use the same method to add the certification for all the other employees who receive this training. One last thing, I want to make sure I can see these where I expect them to. So I'll go to employees and employees once again, and we'll click on Abigail's card where we can see the first aid and CPR training has been added at the bottom under external certifications. And that's it for today. We learned about certifications and how to log certifications for our employees. Until next time, happy Odooing.